So welcome back, everyone. Trying to see if I'm on. I'm on live. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Welcome back. So we talk on Sundays and Mondays here on this channel about affordable housing while living here in America. We know things seem quite crazy. We have an affordable housing crisis. Also, it seems like, with the government shutdown now, that we also have, well, we always had a food crisis as well. So with the lower income families, they've had some food insecurities. And so today we're going to address that. We're going to not talk about we're not going to talk about Section 8 like we normally do today. I will come on with another video later on giving those housing updates, what's still open. Even with the government shutdown, they're still taking names for the open waiting list because they had actually agreed on funding for this fiscal year, this new year already. Hi, Sheila. Hey, lady. Thanks for coming over today. So if you're looking for those updates, I'm going to put them in a video for later on this evening so you can still get your names on the list because they were still agreed to be funded. But because of the government shutdown, they're funded just for a short time until they have an agreement on some other things, not necessarily housing. So other things are holding it up. So I'll still give you those so you can put your names on the list. But today I'm just going to give you some more resources that are out there in different states that will help you with food, that's upcoming developments, that's going to help with housing, things like that. So I want to keep you updated with that. And the very first thing that's on our list, guys, is the Connection Cafe. Now, this is a program for the homeless and the low-income people in downtown Des Moines, Iowa. All right, it is called the Connection Cafe. You can go over to theconnectioncafe.org. On Monday through Friday, they actually offer free lunch. All right, they give away free lunch every day. So you can go and get yourself a free lunch. If you know someone in that area, please shout it out to them, let them know that this program is available. Okay. The second program that I found is an Eagle Butte. Could be called Eagle Butte. That's Butte in South Dakota. All right. So it is called the Cheyenne River Youth Project. I believe it's an Indian organization. What they do is they help low-income families. They support them over there. They give gifts for the holiday season. They offer winter clothing, shoes, baby items, household needs, school supplies. There is a $25 annual membership fee, though. But the $25 covers your whole family, so for your household needs or what you need. And because the holidays are coming up, Christmas is coming up, it just rained, I got a mosquito in here, so if you see it, just excuse that, it's trying to get me. You know I'm a nature girl, so I like to be outside, but the holiday season is coming. People are needing food, they're needing toys, they're going to need what they can give, for their children. So it is $25 an annual membership, but the membership is going to be discounted. All right, it's discounted up until November the 14th. All right, they didn't say how much of a discount they're going to give, but remember that $25 is going to cover your family for the whole year. So where you want to go is you want to go over to LakotaYouth.org. That is LAKOTA Youth, YOUTH.org. All right, you have till November the 14th to get that discounted. That sounds really loud and scary. I love it though. The fall. It is getting cooler. It feels good out here to be out here. All right. So next up, who we have in Evansville, Indiana, guys. For you that are over there in Evansville, there is a community event. All right. It is called Feed Evansville. This is their third year. What they're doing is encouraging friendships and they're encouraging conversation, and it is going to feed 1,000 people. All right. It's a free event. You have to sign up and register over at eventbrite.com, and it is called the Longest Table 2025 Feed Evansville. All right. So 1,000 people will be sitting at this table for conversation, for community. They do not want to see anybody without food over in Indiana. All right, so that is Evansville, Indiana. It is a community event. It's going to feed 1,000 people on November the 2nd. They're going to provide those free meals from 4 to 7 p.m. All right. All right, so some other resources that I have for you guys are in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. What I have over there, because they say people have a lack of transportation, I didn't even consider that. I know food, I know the affordable housing crisis, I know other things, but I hadn't thought about people needing free bus passes. But I also have on this channel, under my affordable housing playlist, I do have some places that were offering free transportation, so you want to look for that assistance too. I also have food banks. I have a lot of different resources. All right, so you just look through, look for the title that would be interesting to you. Some of the things, some of the thumbnails, I may need to tweak the outside pictures on the videos, but everything is there to help you. There are things that will pay for your rent, back paid rent, different things like that. There's a lot of resources under the affordable housing playlist. I want you guys to really pay attention to it. All right, so in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, particularly the Allegheny, and I hope I'm saying it right, forgive me if I'm not saying your city correctly, but in that county, Allegheny, they're giving out free bus passes. All right, so how you can get those free bus passes, particularly for those that are on public housing or Section 8, you can go over to your county housing authority and you can inquire about that. All right, or if your children are in the Boys and Girls Club, or even if they're not in the Boys and Girls Club, you can go over to the Boys and Girls Club and you can inquire about free bus passes. And there's a few other nonprofit places that you can apply as well. I'll have to figure out who those people are, maybe link it later on in the description, something like that. But you can get yourself free bus passes over there in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. All right. All right, in Delaware, guys, big news. So they are planning to rehab 36 houses. They're planning to add more housing over there for low-income tax credits. They're trying to make affordable units, and they have the funding to do that. They're going to add on to a project called Miss Pillion Station 2, and that is MISPILLION. This is going to make the apartment units and homes over there affordable for at least 30 years. That's what they say. That's big. 30 years. This is in Delaware. All right. So Delaware, it is called Miss Pillion Station 2. So look for that. They have plans to bring more affordable housing soon. The affordable housing that they already have, they're going to rehabilitate some homes over there. All right. So it's for the low income tax credit, and it's going to be income by income requirements. All right. New York City, back up again. So New York City is doing some big things over there. We talked last week. You want to go through those housing videos. We talked about $650 units. We're talking about a new build. We're talking about new construction. We're talking about nice buildings, nice homes, nice high rises. I've looked at them. But they're also adding more. They have rooftop, I said rooftop, affordable apartments. All right, so look in Manhattan at the east, that's the name of the apartment. Look at 205 Cabrini Boulevard Apartments, 2183 3rd Avenue Apartments, 250 West 49th Street Apartments, 313 East 17th Street Apartments. This This is in Manhattan. These are going to be rooftop affordable units, okay? In Brooklyn, where you want to go is One Sunset Apartments, Ruby Square, 63 South 6th Street Apartments, the Gregory, the Carroll, the Everly, 532 Neptune Avenue Apartments, 540 Atlantic Avenue Apartments, and 134 Erasmus Street Apartments. That is Erasmus. So that is Brooklyn. And in Queens, 25/13 23rd Street Apartments, whatever that means to you guys over there in Queens, they have rooftop affordable apartments. All right. So news and housing before I get off of here. In Kentucky, it seems like they're having some difficulty with a shortage of affordable housing, and a lot of their landlords or apartment units have been being sold, and so people have to move. And what's been happening over there is a lot of people have been having evictions because they have to move because someone has sold their unit, different things like that from what I understand. But they are working on a bill over there to make sure that the eviction record stays sealed, that it does not go on your record, that anybody in your family, their names will be sealed and it will not have an eviction record. So they're working on a bill over there, guys. So stay tuned for that. I also talked about food in New York. I have forgot the place, guys. I go through so many resources, so forgive me. Please look at last week's video about New York, about a program, I think it's called One Love Community, but don't quote me on that because I go through so many. So New York just happened to come up today with all those rooftop apartments. There's a place over there offering food. We know food stamps are getting not cut, it's not funded for November so far, and people are needing food. In Alabama, go through the affordable housing playlist, there is a 50% discount on groceries. There's a program over there by an attorney that I know that is offering food. So if you know anything about any other programs, please leave it for your fellow viewers, your fellow YouTube subscribers here in the comments. So I'll stay on the lookout. Look out tonight. I'll put out Minnesota. I'll put out Florida for the Section 8 waiting list because people have been waiting on that. As I promised, if there's a state that you're looking for, please put it also in the comments so I can start working on that as well. So stay encouraged, guys. Come back during the rest of the week. Sundays and Mondays we talk about affordable housing. Rest of the week we talk about healing and herbalism. And you'll want to get some recipes. You will want to get recipes where you can live. I did a recipe, I think it was yesterday, that came out about a white bean soup. Cost me less than $5 to make it, and it could feed a family of 4. So these are dire times, guys. We got to learn how to stick together. These food banks, they are having shortages. We got to stick together with our neighbors, our communities, and we have to learn to go back to the old ways. We have to use our herbs. We have to use those canned goods, right? We have to make things like spaghetti and you know, economical things. So you can learn all that on this channel. I'll keep my ears to the ground about other food programs also. All right, I love you guys. If you're not a subscriber, become a subscriber. If you're just looking for housing, be here on Sundays and Mondays. Share these videos out, all right? Because a lot of people do not get to see them like they need to see them. Share them out, let people know this channel is here. Pass the baton, all right? It's enough for everybody. I love you.